Good morning, everyone. It is bright and early, about 6:30ish in the morning. Still dark outside, and we are heading to that big car show, cars and coffee meet that's in New Canaan, the one that was in the town that we went to. Well, this is the last one of the season, same show. So we are bringing the Sylvia this time. We're going to meet up with a bunch of friends right now at the ass crack of dawn. And should be a good time. We're actually meeting up with the kid that bought my Chaser, so my Chaser's gonna be there, my old Chaser. My buddy Carl with the Evo, a bunch of people. Jake, we're meeting up with Jake's dad. So we're actually running late, so let's get on the road. We are rolling into the commuter lot to meet up everyone right now. I am, of course, the absolute latest one. Actually, I am not the latest one. We got a couple more behind me. I'll be here in 2 minutes. Found Jake on the road. He's rocking the teddies on the truck. There is a lot of treats here for you guys today. All I'm gonna say is there's a lot to unpack here. There is some fucking cars. We are going to be going over a lot of them today. This is like Forza Horizon in real life. But get ready, guys, because there's some fucking shit here. So we're gonna start, but there's just so much to unpack. It's unreal. As cool as like all the M3s and everything. I mean, we got a Lime Rock Edition orange E92 right there. That's super cool. I miss my E90M. Should have kept that car, but I'm probably gonna skip a lot of the M3s and regular 911s because there's just so many of them. There's hundreds. There's literally hundreds here. So I am gonna concentrate on the rare cars. But here, this is what we're gonna start off with. Like, you don't see these in the States. This is a Pajero Evolution. So Pajero Evo with a trailer with an Evo 6.5 Tommy McAcken on the back. So you can tell it's a 6.5 because the front bumper is not symmetrical. So you got the round fog hole there and a vent on that side. That's how you can tell it's a 6.5. Don't know how this car's here, but it's immaculate. It is spotless. It's got the rally setup on the front, got the Advan RS3s on it, and it's just, it obviously came out of England, but it's gorgeous. And of course with the Pajero Evo in front. Really makes me want to do something with my Prado, put a trailer hitch on it with a sweet trailer setup and put like my Sylvia or something on the back, or get some kind of cool Toyota to put on the back. But this is just so cool. So cool. And then next to it, we got an NYPD police car pulling a Drift RX-7. Left-hand drive. The NT03's on it. This full-blown race car. You know, this is definitely used for what it was intended for. Look at that. Very cool. And we got right here what appears to be a GTR from Top Secret. Not sure if it's a real Top Secret car. There's a lot of Top Secret stuff on it. It is gold, but it looks pretty good. It's got the confettis in it, but they're not SR3. They look like they might be hard to tell. Hard to tell with the tints, but it's got a Top Secret hood, Top Secret front bumper. I'm assuming Top Secret side skirts, Top Secret grille. So I'm not sure if it is a legit Top Secret car, but it would be really cool if it is. And then the Carrera with the Regas on it. You don't see Regas on Carreras a whole lot. That is pretty darn cool with the bridge seats.
They look pretty comfy for a bucket.
Yeah, RWD wheel in it, carbon dash. This thing is cool. Look at the exhaust setup. I'll take that over like the crazy wide body build ones. As much as I don't like silver cars, the NSX looks great in silver. And then we got a white one over there. Got a white one, silver one, just 3 NSXs just happen to all park next to each other. That wasn't planned either. Just happen to all be near each other. The white does look good. I agree with you though, white is the best color for the NSX.
Yes.
Super clean, all black. RX-7 US spec, non-sunroof, with some black RPF ones. You really can't beat RPF ones. But the triple black, very nice combo on this car. Just very understated and clean. Like, this is a good looking RX-7. Years ago I had a 93 RX-7 Type R in black, JDM car, and looked just like this except for it was right-hand drive, and one of the cars I should have kept. So back in 2010 or 11, I paid 7,000 bucks for it. That's what the RX-7 market was back in 2010. Like 7-8 grand, you could buy a nice JDM car. This is so cool. From the actually, you could, by the headlights and bumpers, you could tell this is a Euro import. So this is actually a good bit of information. Because of cars like this is the reason we have the 25-year rule today. So Mercedes-Benz is actually the company that lobbied for Congress to implement a 25-year rule, because cars like this were being imported and Mercedes-Benz US was getting skirted out of sales. So that is why we have a 25-year rule in the US. So we got an MR2 and a newer NSX. And the silver NSX came to park next to it. He just came in real hot, hit a jump, caught a little bit of air, but that's all right. So we got a US spec MR2 with a sunroof. A lot of them are T-top, and they're real hard to find a hard top. So I had a hard top years ago. Hard top only came NA, but mine had a JDM turbo swap in it. Oh my God, is that my Supra? I don't think so, but we are gonna go check that out. But yeah, so if you want a hard top MR2, you gotta buy an NA one and swap it. And that's what I did. But this one is a turbo and it's sunroof. And yellow is the best color on any car. Ask Jimmy. Jimmy knows all about it. Yellow is the best. But this, so this is, I believe, what they call the 01 plus front end. This is an 02. So I think this front end came out in 2001. And this would be an NSXT because it's a target top, which it says right there. And apparently this is Nancy and Rogers.
I don't know about my marks.
Nancy and Roger has a nice yellow NSX. We got an RWB Porsche and a nice 240. I actually fuck with this, even though it's Rocket Bunny and I don't like the Rocket Bunny stuff. It does look good. Alpine white E46M on competition package wheels. And I don't know what they did with this.
I learned my Toyotas.
Yeah, I've owned Supras and I couldn't even tell you the chassis code on these.
Yeah.
I believe they call them Celica Supras, or maybe this is after the Celica Supra.
Oh, right, Celi Supras.
Because it even says, you know, Celica Supra right there. But what's really cool about this is I love this stuff. Got the original sticker, even if it's like redone, it still looks very cool on there. The original security sticker. It's got a very cool option spoiler. I believe that's a factory option. I don't think that one is an actual factory option, but it's a copy of a factory option. And that's so cool that the plate, the old Jersey plate on there,
Yeah.
looks very, very cool.
Yeah.
This is a good looking car, and it's in very good shape as well. It's a nice color. Manual, the seats are in good shape. That's a cool setup, but the white one's a slick top. This one's for DJ. We got a Wagon R.
But this one looks, is this a smaller version?
RV turbo, nope, exactly the same size.
Oh, it has the third door. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them. Oh, yeah, only a third door.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are only front wheel drive. I've yet to find another all-wheel drive one. This one is turbo. Some of them aren't.
Ooh, with the option bag. Okay.
But yep.
Got some merch.
This one is for Donald. I already see the open. What are these, Webers? Yep. Set of triple Webers on this S30. This is so cool. This is like the exact setup I want. Original faded like orange or green. This would be perfect. Manual, 4-speed, early car. So this is like probably a 71, this car. This is like the perfect S30. I would keep it just like this, non-restored, faded, set of triple Webers on it. Yeah, super perfect S30. So this is how I want my Carrera. Used in the way that it should be. Yeah, driven. With some dirty wheels and stickers. This is perfection. Love it. Absolutely love it. With the Momo prototypical wheel. Got a Diablo Roadster. And this is the second Lancia Delta I have seen here today, which is not a common sight here in the States. But you got the turbines on the front, Speedline turbines, and this one, like actual race car. I'm sure this was an actual race car at one point.
Got the driving gloves.
These are so cool. They're so expensive now. You don't see these modified a whole lot. Yeah, the MRS,
yeah.
MR2 with a wicked wide body kit. So it actually has potential. Execution of the kit, not so great, needs some body work, but it has potential. If this had a serious set of wheels on it, it's turbo as well. Or supercharged, I'm assuming turbo. But if this had a serious set of wheels,
to match the kit, yeah.
Yeah, to match the kit, and you know, a little more body work on the kit, this thing will be very cool. It definitely has the potential there. This is cool. An Alpha Spider dumped on some multi-piece wheels that look like the factory. What do they call these? Fuck.
Phone dials.
Yeah, they're kind of like a phone dial, like a pepper. They're called like a pepper.
Pepper shaker?
No, like pepper mills or something like that. This is cool. You never see this.
Look at those
That's a good looking car. This is cool. Look at this shifter. See if you can see inside there. Shifter's like coming out of the middle. So that's the tire setup when you're not fucking around. I'm sure this thing is fast. Yeah, so that's a diesel truck turbo on it. A silver Supra on Meisters, just like mine was. These were the like exact Meisters I had on mine.
Ooh, I like that wing.
Same fitment.
Just a little duckbill wing.
Oh, it's a left-hand drive. Wow. Now, if I'm correct, this is an Audi S3, an old Gen 1 that we did not get. And it is. It's an S3. Stateside. That's fucking cool. Yeah, so this is like, I want to say second generation S3s, but we did not get them. Very cool. It's got a performance VW sticker on it. Wow, look at that. Is that NA? It's a VR6. Oh, it's got a VR engine in it. Supercharged VR6 in it. Wow, it's got the old Dub Audi Group's decal on it. Holy shit. I have the old Dub Audi Group DVDs from back in the day. And walking back towards this way, we still have like 4 or 5 more sections to go to. But we found a green NSX and a red NSX. That one is a mid-90s and that one looks like an 01 Plus. So we have like every generation of the NSX, from real early with the black top cars on them, all the way to the mid-year cars that are all solid one color to the updated cars, which are 01 plus. There's some of every style here. There's a Brabus smart car, which I believe are twin turbo. Little baby motors with a twin turbo setup on there, which is just ridiculous. So you got like Ferrari 599 over here. We got, oh, it's my old Chaser peeking through. And then this looks, if I'm not mistaken, is a C63 black. If this is a black, this is a serious fucking car. Yep, black series. This thing is no joke. Yeah, this is all factory, this whole kit. This is a very nice and not a cheap car. Nice Discovery. So one thing you guys don't know is I used to be a Discovery guy. I had a bunch of them that I lifted and, you know, did the off-road thing with discos for a while. They were very fun. Disco 1s, Disco 2s, Range Rover P38s. They were cool and unreliable, but still cool. So walking around and can't believe I rolled up to, I always talk about my old Phoenix Yellow M3 and here it is. Like, that's literally my old car. It's really beat up now. It's pretty hammered. But there it is. That's all, pretty much all the nice parts are gone off of it. But yeah, that's my old car. It still looks kind of good, but it used to have Porsche brakes on it, BBS wheels, all the goodies, but they are gone. But we do have a clean S30 260. Very, very clean 260. Got the Z Car Club. That's very cool. So check this out. We got a 70 series Prado. 3.0 turbo, so it's probably a 1KZ truck. But, so my Prado is a 90 series. This one is a 70 series. And I want to bring a 70 series over next. So my next Toyota truck is going to be one of these. So it's basically just the version before mine. Got the brown interior. So since this one is a 3.0, so that would make this truck probably a 93 plus 70 series Prado. But it is a good looking truck. They are solid axle. So the 70 series is a solid axle front and rear versus my 90 series, which is independent in the front and solid axle in the rear. So the 70 series are actually a little bit better off-road than the 90 series are. On paper, at least. So we got a nice early E30 on some Enki wheels. This is a diving board bumper car. So small valence in the rear. And this is something not a lot of people know about the early E30s. The early E30s, the rear quarter panel is actually in, I can't remember if it's an inch or 2 inches higher on the wheel well line than the plastic bumper cars. So if you look at a plastic bumper E30, this wheel line will actually be lower. So something to think about if you guys are ever in the market for an E30. The quarter panel is lower on a plastic bumper car. I found that out the hard way. Put the same suspension from a metal bumper to a plastic bumper and the rear wheel tucked like crazy. And then I looked it up and come to find out the quarter panel is actually smaller. Porsche 356. With a nice dent in the side. But the red interior, this thing's gorgeous. Not a big fan of the Roadsters. I love the hardtops though. And this is actually beautiful. It's got the 3-piece Speedline wheels. One of 10 yellow 968 coupes. Is it a manual? Yep. It is a manual. This is a gorgeous 968. These are actually really underrated. I'm real surprised the prices of these haven't gone through the roof like a lot of the other Porsches.
Oh, these are cheap.
Yeah, considering.
Yeah.
This is like the Scarface Porsche.
Yes.
We got a Viper GT in white. I feel like you never see these cars in full white like that. That is a pretty sharp looking car. I'm sure it's a blast to drive. Miami blue GT3, white GTS, and like wine colored, either 968 or 924, whatever the fuck that thing is. Look how terrible that Gallardo looks with those wheels. Some people have more money than taste, unfortunately. People got the money to spend, but they do not have the taste that goes with it. So that's how you end up with Lamborghinis that look like that. Unfortunately. Sorry, bro, if you're watching this, but if you want the thing to look sick, hit me up. I'll fucking redo the car for you and it'll make it look actually decent. Integrale number 3. This is just a real treat. This one's like British Racing Green too.
And they're all Connecticut. Is someone just bringing them in?
Yeah.
Like just these?
I don't know.
This is
3 of them in one spot. They really should be parked with each other.
Yeah.
This is just a simple, beautiful looking Porsche. 911. Porsche Club of America sticker. Nice Carrera. Nice G-Wagon. Got a beautiful Molarette M5. An A70 Supra. This actually looks like a 21 plus, the newer body style G-Wagon. So that's pretty cool. And then we got a GTST painted midnight purple. I think we've seen this car at the last show. This is my buddy Tony's old R32. It's got confettis in it. RB25 swap. Like I said, it was repainted midnight purple. It's got Brembo's front and rear. I don't know what setup's on the back. I think these are R35 brakes, if I'm not mistaken. Which is a nice brake setup for this car. It's got Bobby sticker. Shout out Bobby. No bad days.
Information about the 928. Here we go.
Oh,
we got
yeah.
it all right here.
928. Anything you need to anything you need to know. What we have here is a very clean Honda Street. And it does look clean.
Yeah. With the freaking white walls.
The white wall wheels. I'm loving
Brand
the
new
Steelies on it. They did a good job making this one look, you know, restored.
Kawhi license plate.
The brown interior. I'm digging the brown. I don't know if it was before my channel, but if you guys remember, I had my first car I ever imported was an Aki Street this color, and I loved it. I had it for a while, drove it everywhere. Very cool. And here's something you don't see ever, right in front of us. You see this thing? Citroen.
Yep, I don't even know what it is. I would not even know.
Don't know how it got here because it's definitely not legal for import.
No, yeah.
Because it's too new. It's got no cluster in it.
What?
None. And this is a French car. Citroen C6. I actually seen a bunch of 2CVs when we pulled in, so we'll be seeing some Citroen 2CVs over on the other side. Oh, old M6 shark nose. That thing is cool. So these old M6s came with S38 engines, which also basically came in the M1 and in the M5. So back in, you know, 88, this car had 330 horsepower, which back in 88, this thing rocked. It fucking boogied. 300 plus horsepower back then was no joke. So this thing was a king of the hill. Factory ITBs, inline 6, solid lifters. Like, it's a serious fucking race engine for 1988. So you guys know I'm not a big Subaru guy, but I do like GC8s. And those are like some JDM factory STI wheels. And this one looks pretty clean. I have seen a couple of them in Japan go for pretty good prices. I was recently offered a 96 or 97 STI for 11 shipped, and there was a WRX for like 5 or 5,500 shipped. So, and there's not a whole lot of difference between the two, the JDM ones. So it makes me think twice about maybe bringing over a GC8 one of these days, because the prices are pretty reasonable right now. Purple GT3 RS, which is beautiful. The amount of GT3 RSs that are here, you'd think they're giving them away. Literally thousands of fucking cars here. Thousands upon thousands of cars. I'm not even halfway through this place.